You can add all sorts of symbology. Let's create a new project. So you can left click on that blank page and select one of the standard templates, and it gives you a new project. And again, adding data with the plus button, we're adding wetlands. And we're going to concentrate here on how to stylize the wetlands data using a variable. So again, we can change the name by left clicking on the name in the table of contents. And if we're careful and don't click too much or too fast, we'll be able to change it to here you go wetlands. Again, left clicking on the patch, you can select a uniform symbol. But we're going to display categorical data. So if I go down to the properties at the bottom, I can select categories and then look at the variables that are contained. And there's a variable called wetland type for which I can add all the values. And it looks at that variable and says how many different kinds are there, and automatically assigns a color for each different kind. So this variable already exists. Now I can change the colors one by one, or I can change the colors by changing a color palette. So if I don't like the colors, I can always go back and pick another set again and apply it to give me a set. Lots of different color palettes in the standard set, or you can create your own and save them, which we won't show you right now. So here's a set that I'm happy with, and if I want to change one or two in a set I'm happy with, I can click on the patch in the Symbology Layer Properties tab. So the lakes I wanted blue, I clicked on the patch there. For example, different types. Here's some palustrins. They're all beginning with a P, so I can left click and hold a shift and left click again on the patch, and I can change the values or symbols for all of those types. I can edit, for example, showing no outline for those types, so it's just a uniform pink color for all the P or palustrin wetlands, and it shows it both in the table of contents and in the map. So again, clicking on individual labels, I can change the label, and the great thing is that that is reflected back over in the table of contents once I apply it. So changing labels from L and PA to lake and palustrin, and it shows up there in the table of contents. A quick note, these will also show up in the layout view. So practice creating symbology, remembering that left click to select a patch, and then right clicking or a double left click will give you options in how you can stylize your map.